What has been like your guys' outside of, getting shot? That had to be crazy. What has been one of the more like scarier like humans you guys have come into contact with, where you were just fuck, like maybe you find out later that like this dude's been to prison a bunch, or is like
yeah. What do you think?
Honestly, one of the scariest ones is the only dude who didn't really talk back to us. You know, what I mean, that's kind of a lot of times. If you're smart enough to not say something, what I mean, that kind of says a lot. But in terms of like somebody that's already done something, like our ninth catch, he killed himself like the night. He didn't even post a video, but right after we caught him, he killed himself, and it a lot of people came out saying that he molested him. You know what I mean? And he was like a Boy Scouts leader. He was a wrestling coach.
So like a pillar of the community, who's around kids all the time.
Put himself around kids. You know what I mean? And he had a real bad history once. Everything came out, but it takes for us to catch them for a lot of this. A lot of things to come out, and they all have a story. It seems like.
Would you say that there's, because some of it feels like it almost feels like 50-50, where like some of the people you guys will catch will look like they're like just normal folks, and some of them are like off, right? Or like absolute like they look like it's almost like crazier when you see like. The normal looking like high school football coach, or I think you guys caught the alopecia looking dude, right? Yeah. In New York. Was it in New York?
He was an attorney. He was like an attorney. State attorney.
Like a state attorney. Like that kind of shit to me is crazy, because those kind of people, they probably can just have access to kids at like will if they want. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these guys are like so creepy, like you wouldn't let your kids around them anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like the coaches and the even parents. Like, have you guys caught people with kids?
Yeah, all the time. I caught a guy that was giving, his wife was upstairs. I caught a guy at the hospital.
At the hospital.
While his wife is upstairs giving birth.
Yo, I watched that full shit on Locals.
Yeah.
Yeah, for people who don't know, there's you guys caught this dude in a hospital parking lot, or in the lobby.
In the lobby.
His wife was upstairs giving birth, and he had a rough go outside.
Yeah, he had a rough go.
He had a rough go.
He had a rough go inside, too.
You got to go back upstairs and explain to you what happened to your face.
Yeah.
You know what happens to a guy like that? Like, obviously, you guys will post it. I'm assuming you guys will have people comment. Do they, like, hey, I know that fucking guy? Or, like, do you ever find out, like, what happened with him and his wife? Did his girl ever find out?
I don't know. A lot, but, yeah, when we post a video, man, they're always, like, especially with how big we are now, like, nobody stays a secret anymore.
Sometimes their wives will message us, and they'll want the screenshots, or they'll want the video.
Will you provide it?
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah. Go ahead, divorce that motherfucker.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we would like to ruin his fucking life.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man. It's just doing the most damage to their life as possible.
Yeah, ruining their life and hopefully having them end up in prison. I think like the other thing that is important is like, just the fact that you guys are, in my opinion, like you said, you started this because of something happened, somebody in your family, and you've been through it yourself. So I think it's dope, man. It feels like some Dexter shit y'all doing.
That's what a lot of people have been saying.
I fucking love Dexter.
Yeah. A lot of people will be like, like the violence is too much, and
I don't think. I think it's. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's enough.
I think it's like a good lesson teacher, but I've always just said, like, when I was growing up, we celebrated Batman punching a jewel thief.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like, if a robber broke into a jewelry store and Batman beat the shit out of him, we'd be like, that's what's up, man. And, like, all I'm doing is I'm smacking a pedophile, and people have problems with that. I think, like, we're getting into a weird part in society,
100%. Yeah, if we're sympathizing with somebody who wanted to come and fuck a child.
All right.
What about, like, anybody ever bring anything with them that was, like, crazy? Because you always...
A dildo and a crack pipe.
A dildo and a crack pipe.
Was that the dude on the bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude was
Kicked
gnarly.
His bag and it's just the dildo flew out of the crack pipe and shit. Yeah.
Oh, that shit is crazy.
We had one guy who wanted to trade underwear, and he had like he had his underwear in his pocket. It's just this big bulge and shit.
Oh man, have you guys been approached to do anything on TV?
Like, we've had talks, man, but like nothing.
I feel like if you guys
nothing's
take it
gone
to
all
like
the way.
traditional TV too, it will. You guys won't be able
Get
to do what
watered
you're.
down.
Yeah, you go. Well, you guys won't be
Yeah.
able to do what you're doing now.
Exactly. Yeah. It was actually with it was a network with Dame Dash.
Dame Dash, yeah.
Yeah, he like offered us to be on a network, and it ended up being like I was gonna have to like edit a lot of videos and shit. And
No,
it, like
I know
it was
Dame.
gonna be
I know Dame very well.
it was gonna be like a lot of hard work for me, and I didn't really.
It's
feel
like
it.
yes, you made the right decision.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dame, but yeah, he was trying to get me to do a TV show too, and I was like, wait a minute, so I'm gonna do everything?
Yeah, basically that's what he told me. Like I'm gonna do everything. And I'm like, well, wait, I owe you 14 episodes, and then
I got to do all the work.
Like I got to program because like some catches are 5 minutes, some catches are an hour and a half, and it's like you want a 12, 22-minute episodes, and like you want it like formatted to where like you can put advertising in there, and it's like, dude, I don't do that,
Yeah.
and then you're not gonna pay me to do it, so yeah, it was hard.